Hello and welcome to Damn It Bacon. I am Ellis here with Joe and John for another week of wrestling news and fun. How are you, John?
I'm just going to let everyone know, this week we are recording in a slightly smaller venue. Now, I know that wouldn't normally matter, but apparently that's the most important fucking thing in the world, apparently. I'm glad I'm off Twitter, because apparently it's been a fucking shit show of people just going on about...
The venue we normally hire.
Yeah, well, all right, we're just like a small recording studio.
Yeah.
We're not... All right,
Smaller screen.
Yeah, I'm just fucking... For the sake of 2 yards, you'd think the world had ended. But yeah, no, I'm all right. Tired, as always. There's the normal thing. Went to York at the weekend. That was nice. Saw my friends. Bought their dog. Went to a very lovely pub. Met a dog called Keith. And I've never met a dog called Keith, so that was fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any
So I was like, oh, what's his name? And she just went, Keith. I went, Keith? And she went, yeah. I went, right, okay.
Right.
Then I'm like, it's not the soul of your husband trapped in a dog by like some Freaky Friday style curse, like your husband's at home licking his balls and this guy's out.
I do love dogs with like proper human names. It makes me laugh.
Like, no, because like Sam was Sam and like Dorothy's Dorothy, but Keith's...
Yeah,
I've never met a Keith in the real world, to be honest. Like,
I don't know what the difference is, but there's a difference, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
It makes me laugh.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, drank some beers, had a Chinese. It was nice. Yeah. York's lovely.
It's very nice. I went last year.
Yeah. Outside the station's a shit show because they're doing some work and it takes like 4 hours to get out of the station if you're driving. But I wasn't. I was just sat in the back. So the bar in the station as well has got the most beers I've ever seen for a pub in a train station. It was like a full circle 360 bar and nothing repeated round it.
Wow.
And I was like, this seems wasteful. But
Yeah. Normally those bars have like 2 beers if you're lucky.
yeah, they got like Carlin and then some horrible John Smith or something. No, this had look. I was like,
It's becoming popular to do now. And Sheffield, as I was leaving, they had the Sheffield tap. They've got quite a lot there.
well, this is the York tap.
Got a Victoria tap.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's someone who's done them all or they're in league together. Because this was the York tap. So I'm assuming they've just gone, let's all band together and we can probably save money or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was lovely. And I got to meet Chip the dog, which was nice as well.
Nice.
He's a maniac.
Nice.
Scratched my eye, like my actual eye.
Oh, that's less
Yeah.
good. But he's
It's
a dog,
fine.
so it's fine.
It's sterile, isn't it? Because it's dogs.
No, the opposite, but
Oh, I've been lying to myself.
quite
I'll
the
get-
opposite.
I'll get to wear an eye patch. It'll be fine. Yeah.
How are you, John?
Not been up to much. Went to a brewery on Friday, had pizza and beer. It was a good time.
Sounds
The
good,
Vault
man.
City one.
Sorry?
Is that the Vault City one?
No, Stuart Brewing.
Oh, yeah.
The Vault City one
You
is...
told me about
I've been going to the brewery pretty regularly because it's not that far from my house.
Nice.
Very good. They've got like a... For a brewery that does pizza, you think, oh, the pizza's going to be a bit shit, really, isn't it? It's like, no, the pizza's fucking amazing.
It's either the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, and there's no in between. It's
No, it's the best thing
It's
ever.
just something to soak my ale up. But yeah.
No, it's good because Ash doesn't really like beer, so she wants to go and get pizza. So it's ideal.
Yeah, you can use the yeast to make your bread.
Maybe that's why it's so good.
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
Let's say yes.
Okay, I'm not Luigi Primo.
You're
Yeah,
not. That's true.
I'm not.
I had a me day today. Kids at your mum and dad's, Bernie at work. I went out, had a Katsuori's lunch. Delicious.
Yeah, and you just had a full roast to yourself as well.
Oh, for the fans, I cooked for everyone. For when
Oh,
we
right.
came home.
Oh, right. I thought you'd gone full Mark Corrigan and we're just like
No,
having
no,
3
no.
roast meals a day.
No, I was cooking for everyone. But yeah, I went to see the Captain America film, which should be called Hulk 2.
Oh, I'm kind of burnt out on them, to be honest.
I had 3 tickets, so I was like,
Oh.
That was kind of good. I'm kind of more. I watched the Marvels at the weekend, which I hadn't never got around to watching. I quite enjoyed it.
I enjoyed Agatha all along, and I like the TV stuff I'm fine with, but I can't sit for 2.5 hours of essentially the same film over and over again.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah,
The TV stuff I'm getting a bit better. Well, the Agatha I like because it's a bit different, but
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah, but you know what I mean? They've just got to not keep reinventing it, but not just keep doing the same shit over and over
they
again.
could literally do other genres of film, just set in the Marvel universe. It'd be
Yeah,
good.
they really
Like,
good.
where is my horror Marvel film? That's definitely a thing.
Oh, yes.
I mean-
Marvel Zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Doctor Strange had a bit, some horror.
Sam
vibes.
Raimi did a bit to the extent where Theodore wouldn't go and watch another film again. He was terrified.
Yeah.
Oh, the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I mean, there's terrifying bits in that, but yeah, I don't know. It's just.
I was going to say, get on with the news. Do we have any?
We don't have any Ian Skinner facts because I've been hard at work on my little project that I'm doing. It's taking way longer than I thought. I thought, this would be a piece. Now I sort of know what I'm doing. It'll be a piece of piss, this, and it is not. For every problem I solve, another 7 Chimera heads spring up. It's I may just abandon it, but I feel like I've put that much time in now that I need to continue. It's become a war of attrition between me and basic coding. Yeah. Oh no, that's a clue as to what it is, boys and girls. That's right. It's a ringtone for your Nokia. Just 50p a week.
In a text adventure game.
Oh, see, you're not a million miles off, to be honest. But yeah, so there isn't any Ian Skinner facts. It will return because I'm going to try and portion out my time better. But then also, Avowed came out yesterday, and that's kind of sucked me in. So I also need to play through all the Gears of War again before the new one of those comes out. So, and I only did
know there's a new one coming out.
Yeah, E-Day. So it's a prequel to 1.
I've never actually even played one.
You can just leave now then. You've never played the best game ever.
The
best series of games ever. Get one. They're cheap. Get Game Pass. They're all on there. We can play together. It's fine. I'll let you be Marcus because I think you'd look good I think you'd look good with a soul patch. Yeah. Oh, it's early 2000s as bald because everyone's like a fridge man.
Yeah,
and they're all like gnarly bandanas and stuff. Yeah, but the actual shooting in it's great. Like the cover system's fucking tremendous, and they're just silly bollocks. And the third one genuinely always makes me cry when we get to a bit. Even though I know it's coming, even though I've seen it a million times, it genuinely is heartbreaking and pointless. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah.
What a whiplash there. Heartbreaking and pointless.
He doesn't need to do what he does.
Spoilers you justify it to me.
Spoilers for a 20-year-old game. But yeah, so there is none of that. But there is...
Jones.
We've already sort of touched on this a bit, but the AEW ring size controversy.
Can't see the air quotes there, boys and girls, but there was air quotes.
For incredibly tiring reasons, the discourse on Twitter following AEW's Grand Slam was that AEW didn't properly factor flight times properly for Brisbane, and the company had to get loaned a ring. In a twist that no one saw coming, this is bullshit.
Yeah. It's a huge multi-million-dollar industry. I think they know how shipping works.
They have
their money comes from fucking t-shirts.
Arguably, they weren't very good at that, apparently.
That might have always arrived on time.
Apparently, they sold out of t-shirts at Grand Slam before the gate even opened.
Well,
but they have one thing they need really for a show, and that is a ring. So I think they would have made sure they had one available.
It's number one on the checklist of things to tick, isn't it?
Yeah. Many other things they can potentially do without.
But you don't. Yeah. Oh shit, we forgot. Oh, there against. Yeah.
AEW typically uses a 20x20 ring in the US and doesn't ship their rings overseas. There was no instance of forgetting the ring, nor planning freight or anything like that. The plan was always to use an 18x18 ring. There was some chat about whether it's dangerous because the wrestlers aren't used to it. It's the same size used by TNA, used by Ring of Honor, ECW, WCW, and virtually every prominent indie company. Most AEW talent came up using this ring size.
It's standard ring size.
It's fine.
Yeah.
WWE normally have their own rings that are stored overseas, as opposed to having them shipped over. Whether or not the ring used on Grand Slam was one they'd always planned on renting, Fightful don't know, but it was always planned to be an 18x18 ring. The ring aprons and everything else was scaled appropriately, which is the first clue that it wasn't a...
Yeah, but dirt sheets will have to say stuff to remain relevant, won't they?
Yeah. They've also used an 18x18 ring in the United States in the past, including for Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa case match. And yeah, I'm tired, man.
Oh no, it's the most non-story story.
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, I don't go on Twitter that much when I don't want spoilers. When I was watching the show, I did notice that, the ring looks a bit smaller.
Yeah,
I kind of finished somebody asked the question in the Discord, and then I went online, I was like, oh no. It's like, I'm not this bothered.
Buddy Matthews put a tweet out suggesting that it was the reason he'd lost just because the ring was a bit smaller, so Okada can make it to the ropes.
Evil Uno said the next Mystery Wrestling show will be in a 14x14 ring, which is even better. You can touch all four corners simultaneously. But yeah, it's such a non-anything, and yet this is what people have been hooked up on all week. And from what I've heard, I don't.
Man, if you don't like it, that's fine. Just stop watching it for the love of God.
It was a good show. I noticed that the ring was small.
I know, but
and I just assumed it was because they were in a different country, and maybe it costs loads to ship a fucking ring halfway across the world.
I like the little steps. They were lovely.
It's fun. It's something different. People are just penis.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you don't like it, just stop watching. Stop having these mental takes.
You have to watch things you hate. Are you aware of Star Wars fans?
Yeah, and I've kind of stopped watching Star Wars because of it, because I'm very sad.
Yeah, because it ruins it for you. People going, actually, I don't care. He's a space laser. Like, fuck it. I don't.
Yeah, let's not look for logic in a.
No,
in a
it's
thing
Doctor Who, mate. He can travel in time. He's got 2 hearts and a ship that is a woman trapped in it or something. Like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's an episode where the TARDIS like comes to life or some bollocks that I watched. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's not even about the thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've not even had a drink.
For our sake, can you have a drink, please?
I haven't got any in the house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Josh Alexander, TNA deal expired on Valentine's Day last week.
Yes, we are still doing this.
Hopefully this is the last of it.
So, PW Insider reported Alexander has been repped by wrestling super agent Barry Bloom, of which Fightful confirmed along with another member of the team. Sean Ross Sapp learned those within AEW that are near Alexander and in the industry. We're expecting that he would sign with them if he hasn't done so already. WWE sources have confirmed that he'd at least not signed there. There's been interest in the company using him last year. Someone must say, I don't know who it's from, but basically he was looking out for his family. Whoever gave him the most money, he'd go.
Yeah. Again, he's not a spring
in
chicken, is he?
So... everybody.
Yep, not a spring chicken, so you've got to make as much hay as you can as while the sun shines, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. For this one as well, so I watched it. Ricky Starks, WWE deal. He debuted last Tuesday on NXT.
Yep.
They didn't use a name at all intentionally on this week's episode. The deal came together very quick, but he's now officially part of the WWE roster. Internally, Starks has been referred and listed to as Ricky Starks, but as we found out last night, he's not called Ricky Starks, he's called Ricky Saint is his name. He signed the contract and then the camera panned round onto the contract to see that. He did an interview as well, kind of explaining it, really. It's like he's from New Orleans, and the term Saint is linked to New Orleans, not just in terms of the sports team, he said, but the French influence and that.
Yeah.
He said, it's as close as you're going to get to start, so I like the name. It's not like I'm called. Can't remember what he said. He came up with some ridiculous name.
Gary Cornflake.
But it was just like, it's a reference to New Orleans for him. So.
Orleans, yeah. They played like when Saints go marching at the jazz funerals or all that jazz, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get the reference, but...
Again, he was always going to change his name, because I'm assuming that then gives him rights over his Ricky Starks name if it goes wrong and he has to bail.
Again, people are losing the shit on this. As soon as I saw it in NXT, I was like, I don't want to go online either now, because everyone's losing their mind over this. And that was...
it could have been worse, couldn't it? It could have been called like
Dewdrop,
Gypsum Maelstrom or something, you know. all those names they copywritted the other week. Yeah.
I don't particularly care if they change
It's
names.
still the same person.
Especially when they come into the company. Like, it's different when they had the NXT UK people coming in and then randomly changing their name. That was weird.
Yeah.
That made no sense. Especially because I was there going, that's Piper Niven. Why are we pretending it's not Piper Niven?
Yeah. Why are we saying we've never heard of her before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as Ricky said in the interview as well, he's like, still me, still the same character. Yeah. It's not like they changed the character, subtly hinting at like Karrion Kross.
I can't wait until he slips up and says it.
The crowd are chanting it.
Oh yeah. But just in a promo, and he's just gonna go, "Oh, that's Ricky Saints guarantee." So, fuck.
I'm just happy to see him wrestle. He's got a tag match next week. So.
Look, I think they put a lot of stock in him, haven't they? So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see. The bits of NXT I've seen are very good.
I'm watching some of it.
Don't have time.
It's just
Again,
I'm not.
As I say every week. New Japan contract saga, the ongoing and ever-present contract saga. As per the tradition, a number of New Japan Pro Wrestling contracts were set to expire in January. As of early February, there were still a number of wrestlers who did not have new contracts but continued working with the company. We can't speak to who has nailed down their deals as of yet, but Gabe Kidd, Dave Finlay, Kevin Knight, Zack Zack Sabre Jr., amongst others, were all expiring and new deals were seemingly on the way. Finlay has been announced for upcoming shows. Fightful followed up and were told that things progressed slowly in January towards new deals, but there was contact between the wrestlers and New Japan.
They're so chill about, like, it's all very like old school. It's all like, oh yeah, these guys, they're not going to win off.
It's not like you've got a massive roster of people to not keep on top of this.
I don't think it's even keeping on top of it. I think it's how they do it. It's how they've done it forever. Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's just, it seems to be a pattern. Like, it's just what they do.
It's kind of fine. I think Gabe Kidd's announced for Mystery Wrestling on not this Sunday, the Sunday after.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be him and Stu Grayson, which should absolutely bang.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Or him against Psycho Mike, and Gabe Kidd just gets more and more angry at Mike's antics until he just kills him, and then he comes back as like the ghost of Psycho Mike or something equally. But yeah,
I love how in other promotions this would be clearly bullshit, but in Mystery Wrestling
they
this
killed
might happen.
the future London Lightning.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. This could happen. Not unreasonable.
I'll do a little bit as well. WWE minimum pay as of 3 years ago. Triple H noted that the minimum amount earned in WWE for Raw or SmackDown performers was $250,000 per year. Fightful told the number has increased significantly in recent years. This claim has been made that the minimum these days is £350,000 per year. It's worth noting that while airfare is covered for main roster talent, hotels and rental cars are usually not. Each deal is different, and there are different things negotiated between every one of it. So it's not, you're not going to be walking home, with $250,000.
You have expenses.
Yeah, you got expenses. Which is, I don't know. I'm assuming you get cuts of merch and shite as well. Like, so I think that's probably where you make more money, isn't it?
That's the minimum as well. Like, if you're,
you get merch money more if you actually wrestle.
Yeah.
If you main event, you get more.
Get the bag. But yeah, it's. I mean, I'm sure there was rumors of 7 million for Roman Reigns at one point. And
it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
If anything, that would be potentially an underestimate.
He doesn't do hotels. He flies straight out and goes straight home to his show, so he can be back to his family.
Fair enough.
Good for him.
Oh, and they say Taylor Swift has it bad. Yeah.
Do they?
Wasn't she caught fucking about with a private jet to go and get like crisps or something? I thought, again, I think I don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
I hope.
I might go and get tested.
Hall of Fame chat. It's that time of year. Hall of Fame announced so far is Triple H, who apparently did not know this was coming.
Chinny Recon, yeah.
I doubt it. Michelle McCool as well.
Michelle McCool.
Rumours are, though, that on February 12th, PW Insider reported that Axe and Smash from Demolition have been signed to a Legends deal. This ends decades of contention with the company stemming from their departure, a number of lawsuits over Demolition copyrights, among other things. So WWE are going to be able to license and merchandise Axe and Smash as well as Demolition. Since the first time that's happened, as anyway in WWE in the WWE 12 video game, and I've had action figures in WWE in the past. Basically, Fightful Select is saying that under the current regime, these guys could be Hall of Fame inductees this year. That's the rumor. And Crush, who was part of Demolition for a year, they're not sure if he'd be included in this potential Hall of Fame inductee or not.
Okay. I do like the fact you put Crush portrayed by Bryan Adams. Not that one.
That's what I was thinking.
Honestly, I didn't say it because I was almost like, I was quite tired last night when I wrote this. I was like, what was going on in my head? Is that?
Yeah, again, see, it's difficult to separate reality from what goes on in your head at the time.
I saw the Michelle, her and Taker on ESPN. Triple H popped up on the big screen. It's quite nice. You saw Taker's face realise what was happening before she did. It's quite a nice one.
That's cool.
And Chris Bay, which is lovely news in terms of an update. As we know, he was rushed to hospital after a tag match with ABC partner Ace Austin against the Hardys on October 27th during TNA Impact tapings. We've not really heard much from RVD. Yeah, RVD.
Yeah.
Say RVD then. RVD revealing probably more than anyone had up until that point. But he tweeted out last Thursday on X, sharing a video of himself standing up unassisted and walking, and he wrote about his recovery. So today I turned 29. I'm blessed to see it. On October 27, 2024, I suffered a life-altering injury in Detroit at a TNA event while sharing the ring with my partner Ace Austin and some of my idols, the Hardys. This would be the scariest moment of my life. As I tried to get up to my feet and finish the match, only to realise I couldn't move. I was laid out paralysed in the middle of the ring. I was ashamed for not being able to finish the match. I was embarrassed and I was scared. Thanks to our incredible ringside doctor and team at TNA, I was rushed to a nearby hospital, quickly underwent a surgery fusing my neck T6, C7 and a spinal cord fusion C6, C1. If it weren't for the TNA and their quick reaction to the accident, I may not be here today. They've been so helpful throughout the entire journey. When I woke up the next day, I was overwhelmed with the amount of love around me and the amount of love from the wrestling community. I was devastated with the idea that my lifelong dream and 8-year wrestling career was over. I sat there paralysed from the neck down with no promises of ever walking again. Specifically, I was told it wouldn't be likely with a 10 to 25% chance. I also had no usage of my hands, which is why I didn't post a response or anything. Spent about a week in the ICU and 50 days in a spinal cord rehab facility in Detroit, doing therapy 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, sometimes longer. December the 28th, I was able to go home. Since I've been home, I've been in therapy working as hard as I can, and I've had an incredible support system. There's so many people I want to thank, but if I can narrow it down, I must thank my family, my TNA family, the dedicated staff in Detroit, my brother Ace Austin for never leaving my side, my amazing girlfriend, Brittany Brooks, for being there every single step of the way while I was at my absolute lowest. If you reached out, donated, bought merch, said a prayer, or did any little thing, even as simple as sharing a thought about me, thanks. I'm eternally grateful for every single one of you. Because of you, even on my hardest days, I never gave up. Because of you, I've lived my dream, and in my opinion, helped inspire others to do the same. There's so much more to the story, and I'll be telling all the details soon, but please allow me time to get there. Today, you see me celebrating life and taking steps they said would be unlikely. For 3 weeks, I've been out of my wheelchair learning to walk again. When it's impossible, you just have to believe and do the work. I thank God every second. I thank you every second. Will I ever wrestle again? Never say never. I'm just so grateful to be alive. I don't know what my purpose is, but I know something's meant for me to do. For now, I just hope to continue to heal as my body is still in a lot of pain. It's going to be a long road, but I won't give up. This will be the greatest story ever told. I love you all. Long message, but deserve to be ready.
The fucking two wildest bits about that are he was ashamed that he couldn't finish the match. Dude, your neck's fucking broke. Like,
wrestlers are a bit different, man.
And then the fact that he was like, and I did 50 days of rehab for fucking 3 hours a day, every day of the week. I was like, I'd have just been like, push me round forever. I'm not fucking, you know. It's that thing of just a fucking different breed of people, man. Like, a 10 to 25% chance, and he's like, fuck you, I'm walking.
Sheer force of will. Yeah.
Just through sheer force of will. Just like, fuck you, I'm not being proven wrong. It's wild, and it's lovely to see.
4 months.
Like, will he ever wrestle again? I don't care. As long as he's fit and healthy, it does not matter.
When Biggie did it was like, just be healthy.
Yeah.
Just be happy.
Yeah.
There's also a benefit show for Chris Day on March the 23rd. Future stars of wrestling. So there's Swerve, John Morrison, Johnny TV, Rich Swann, Danny Limelight, Sam Adonis, Brittany Brooks, and Brooke Havoc will be part of the show. Raise money for him.
Good.
I do not want to know what that medical bill would have cost, because it still blows my mind that.
Yeah, well, you know.
But yeah, no, it's good. There's been lots of shout outs. There's even one from what's he called? What's the general manager in Raw? Old Ed. Adam Pearce.
Tony Cornflakes.
Adam Pearce. So,
cereal based today.
Just cornflakes, mate.
Oh, just cornflakes, yeah.
Yeah, I think he wrestled him. Every Sunday he tweets out a video of him promoting Raw the next night, but the last 13 seconds he lifted up his shirt and he's like, and this is for Chris Bay, I've seen you, brother, and you're gonna do this, we're all there with you.
Again, because all wrestlers really fucking like each other, because it's a difficult job, and so it's just people whinging about a ring size fucking in their mum's basement. WrestleMania 2026 location. What's the ring size though? New Orleans.
30 by 30.
All of New Orleans. Just all of Bourbon Street from one side to the other once you've got rid of all the piss. New Orleans is the likely host for WWE WrestleMania in 2026. Convenient for a certain Richard Saint.
He nearly kind of let it slip that it was confirmed, and then he quickly went, I've seen the report. But he basically went,
he can't keep his mouth shut. They're going to change his name to Ricky Starks within a month.
I am wrestling on that card in that stadium.
Of course he is.
It's going to be like Spider-Man guy where we don't give him any of the script other than the bit he's in, because
he can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
Wrestle Votes posted on Twitter that WWE is set to announce WrestleMania's host city before Mania this year, which Fightful selects have been led to believe is also New Orleans. Those Fightful spokes claim that New Orleans for 2026 has actually been the plan for years, with it being the ideal internally dating to the last regime. All right, yeah, okay. However, with the 2025 location being in flux last year, many in the company thought that would also change. There are some WWE partners that also had word that New Orleans was planned, barring some unforeseen changes. For those asking about a Saudi or UK WrestleMania, those in the company Fightful spoke to said, don't expect it until possibly 2028. You should have given him a full-size belt, mate. That's what's held him back. Giving him a tiny borrower's belt.
What is this? A belt for ants?
Yeah, it's a ring for ants.
Yeah. Fucking 16 by 16 ring or whatever it was.
I'm going to keep making it smaller every time I mention it now.
4 by 4.
Until it's negative numbers. And you have to run in a vortex.
This thing's actually a black hole.
Yes. Oh, no, I was reading some horrific things about that.
They have stuff planned out, don't they? New Orleans is New Orleans is where WrestleMania 30 when Ryan won the belt was at.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming they've got at least a 5-year plan. Yeah,
I think the city is just really like whenever you see the images of Bourbon Street and all that, it just looks like a really good venue for a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really good at paying attention to where things are. I'm just kind of like, all right, that's not where I am, so it doesn't matter.
New Orleans, it's bourbon, voodoo, and jazz. That's all I know.
And Ricky Singh.
And I think one of those infamous games was set there that was pretty fun. He sucked all the energy out of the light bulbs. Nope, just me. Never mind. Moving on.
Many stories. Speaking with Fightful via Deej of Down Under the Ring, Tony Khan said that as things stands, AW Grand Slam looks to be the biggest international gate AW has ever done outside of the Wembley Stadium shows. Called it one of AW's highest gates of all time. As reported by Mike Johnson, a PW insider, and later backed up by Fightful, Road Dogg is now co-lead writer of SmackDown.
Oh, Christ.
Did you see AJ Styles tweeted that?
Yeah, I was about to say something about all his ideas were shot down or changed by someone to the point they weren't good anymore.
He was the writer years ago and he was very good. And he just said, bear in mind that one person changed everything so much it's no longer the idea that it began with.
Yeah,
Which person do you think that is?
Colin Cornflakes.
Triple H has revealed men and women's WWE ID championships. The champion will be decided in a tournament.
I love a tournament. I couldn't give a fuck about this.
It'll be across independent wrestling promotions, and the belts will be defended on the indies. Who will be in the tournament and when exactly the competition will begin has not been revealed. So yeah, they have belts so far.
Great.
Sorry about the way you said that. Made me.
I just literally
tickled me. Just like
could not give a fuck about it. Like the ID thing, yeah, all right, it's fine. Use it as like a recruitment program, but don't hoik your shit into other people's backyards.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Dustin Rhodes has been asked recently on the Battleground podcast whether he wants to follow in the footsteps of his father and brother and win the NWA World Championship before he retires. And he said, that's something I've thought about. At the same time, NWA of today is not the same as it used to be. I think it's lost a lot of its prestige. Nothing wrong with...
The shade!
This entire way I kept this in, because it made me laugh. Nothing wrong with what NWA is doing. They're trying to get their platform going. I mean, sure. It's just changed a lot and it's different. Spark has gone from the £10 of gold. That is also something my brother and dad have had. It would be cool for all three of us to have had it. It would be historic. No family has done that, which would be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. The shade made me laugh. So
just the absolute no, it's fine. I mean,
it'd be nice to have that record, but
have you seen NWA recently? UK and Ireland. Fightful Select's Corey Brennan has learned that in addition to the previously reported interest in Rio, sources in British wrestling claim to Fightful Select that man like the Reese is on WWE's radar as a potential signing. We're also told that several talents in WWE have been pushing for the signing of both Rio and Reese. We have not heard of either talent will be present for extra work during the lead up to WrestleMania or will be present at the tryout schedule for London in March. We are told WWE have reached out to several schools and promotion with regard to the extra work for their pre-WrestleMania tour. Rio was recently spotted at the NXT Performance Center for NXT tapings, but was just visiting at the time. Both Rio and Reese have also trained at the Heart Dungeon during their time in the US last year. They've also learned that talent signing with WWE was a big discussion point backstage at Progress Wrestling's event on Valentine's Day. Both Reese and Rio have previously competed on NXT UK. Yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I mean, that's going up to WWE. That's going to WWE. That's not WWE coming and fucking about in your promotion. You know what I mean? That's the difference with it.
Like NXT UK.
Yes, essentially, yeah. Oh my god, ID is just NXT UK rebranded.
A little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they do well. I think Doris should do tremendously well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hope it works out. Hope they get signed.
Yeah, she's got a good hook. So
Oh,
if they're good at anything. If the wrestlers got a hook, they will.
Yeah, but will they then be like, well, you can't be a man like Doris anymore. We're going to call you fucking Simon Reddybreck. And yeah.
Man from Del Monte.
No, that's a crab.
Copyrighted.
Yes.
Can you imagine WWE get a copyright dispute with us?
I'll fight them. I wouldn't. I'd settle for like 20 quid.
Don't name your price.
All right, not 20 quid. That's legally binding now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, my main concern with it is like the Alba Fire stuff where they brought NXT UK people over, they didn't really use them, and then just kind of went, bye.
I didn't realise for a while because I've not watched WWE, but that's Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire. Yeah,
Yep.
she was. Yeah, I hadn't realised they were different people. They were the same person.
Yeah.
Forgot about name changes.
Yeah, they went over to NXT and they went, "You're Scottish."
Yeah,
Alba Fire. Yeah,
she was awesome. I saw a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think they know what to do with them. It's the I've got them and no one else can have them sort of thing.
No, for sure, but it'd be good to have a chance and get that thing.
Yeah,
and
again.
Definitely make some serious money if what we heard about Sally up above is true.
Show reviews then. We've already talked about the rings. Let's talk about the actual amazing show, AEW. I'm going straight to Grand Slam. There was a Dynamite for it, but
it was all set up, weren't it? Really, yeah.
Yeah, I only cared about Harley Cameron. That's all I care about anymore.
Yep, with you, 100%. Again, she's like Roy Castle of wrestling. She can do it all. She can sing. She can tap dance. She can play the trumpet.
She can rap with this game.
Yeah. It's great.
I'll do it while we're on it. So I think it's the second match for it. Mercedes Moné and Harley Cameron for the TBS title, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm almost sad the TBS title was on the line because I just almost wanted to have something she could have possibly won. But it was a great match. Her punching her with a puppet was a particular highlight of mine.
That image of her coming up next to the door.
It's tremendous.
She's got this like real unhinged sense of humor. It just makes me. It just gets me.
I think, as I said last week, it's dumb, but it's not stupid. Like it's it's just really just fun,
absurd, and
was it not? Should she have won? No. But they can circle back round to this a couple more times, like. And then she takes. Like I said, there were a couple of bits in it where she looked a bit like out of place with where she was and stuff, but not. You know what I mean? Just a bit of
Mercedes did a good job of adapting moves that weren't going right.
Of Ring Commander in her through it, like. But and that'll just come with time. And
she is really new. I didn't realize. That for a long time.
Yeah. She's incredibly new, and she's got that side of it done. You just need to let this side catch up with it now, and then you've got fucking money there. It's tremendous fun.
So I watched Grand Slam. I've not watched stuff for a while, but I was always going to watch that, and I'm on half term this week, so I was like, right, I'm going to give NXT a go, get back to watching Dynamite. So the big thing I'm wanting now, because first time I've probably seen Harley Cameron, heard a lot about her, seen the vignettes that you've sent, which have been brilliant. Like, follow it up now. Like, I want to see big spotlight moment on her tonight. I don't want, because in the past people have had a match and it's like being like, okay, you go over there now.
That's you done.
Yeah. I'm worried she'd be given time because of the Australia show and no other reason. I mean, she had she had some spots on Rampage back when that was a thing, but no one was watching Rampage.
Wasn't she in what's it called? The
QT Marshall's
QT TV?
Yeah, she was, and that was generally crap, except from the one time where they kidnapped a luchador. That too. But at the point they kidnapped a luchador, and she seemed to be actually trying to stab him. Yeah. Everyone else sort of was like, "This is just a bit."
That was her whole thing. It was like she just wanted to stab people.
Yeah. That was the first point. I was like, "Oh, she's actually really funny."
I'm looking forward to.
From what I read, there is no women's matches announced for tonight so far. So
it's like to see her come out and talk.
Oh yeah,
I want to see her wrestle the puppet.
Yeah.
Again, Tony, you're leaving money on the table. Make them fucking puppets.
She is, and as much and I don't really like that I'm saying this sentence, but it sounds like I'm saying this. As much as Bubba is a grifter dickhead,
right?
There was a lot of talk about, I've heard he's talking about not about 5-star matches, it's about that doesn't matter. But the actual context of what he was saying there, he was saying how incredible Harley Cameron is. It doesn't matter that she's not at that stage in the wrestling yet, because she's over as fuck, she's money, she's unique. And he'd done an interview with her when he said, that's what she wants to do next, like what she wants to improve. She said, I want to improve my in-ring work. because I work for a boss in a company where that's highly valued, and I need to get that up to scratch. That's where it came from. So don't really like defending him, but they were really digging her up. So she's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So
She's all like I said, all she needs to do is just let her ring ability catch up with her the rest of it, and it's.
But I
bang
feel
on.
like you can teach that bit. It's the having
Yeah,
that.
you can't
She's
teach
got the
someone
heart
to
of it
be
now.
personable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say as well, the Osprey Omega Takeshita Fletcher match was a big old pile of nonsense, wasn't it? In the best way possible.
You know what I'm going to say though. You know what I'm going to say.
Go on.
Spanish fly. 5
Yep.
stars.
I mean, yep, that's it. That's ring the. Oh, we need a
It's a you every
5-star.
time.
We need a Spanish fly alarm as well. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Also, that combined
One winged angel, hidden blade.
Yeah, that's the best sort of nonsense.
That's
Love that.
literally how to kill someone, isn't it?
Oh,
They should just call it like fucking see ya. Bye. I'll be at your funeral.
Was that the Wrestle Kingdom that Omega did as well? The music, the Final Fantasy composer one.
Yes. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It's the Seraphov, but not that one. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just absolutely fucking as you expect from like 4 of the best wrestlers on AEW. Well, that's not even 4 of the best, but like, you know what I mean? It's again that thing of setting it up as put on a banger at the start.
yep. Oh, it's brilliant. I was hooked immediately.
And two things coming out of it as well. So we've got Osprey challenge Fletcher to a steel cage match at Revolution, and Omega's challenge Kashta.
Yep, I'd watch
But
that.
there's
In a thing that kind of sort of makes sense, but I do refer to your point the other week of where it's like we burnt through at least a couple of weeks of story of them two getting back together on the same page by just going, we're friends now. What? Sorry,
Yeah, no, I did, but
Never doubted the match was going to be class and all that. It's just
but yeah, and if we can branch that off now and have things, yeah.
the international title. It's not a tournament series, isn't it? Is that what it's called? So tonight it's Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong and Dynamite, the winner of which next week faces Takeshita, and then the winner of that faces Omega at Revolution.
Oh, okay.
oh,
I had to go back to the graphic and listen twice to make sense of it, but yeah, that's
I had no idea.
Tournaments, yeah.
yeah.
If in doubt, start a tournament.
I'm doubt a lot. I have a lot of tournaments on the go. Maybe tournament anxiety.
There was Death Riders against Cope and Jay White.
Cope's entrance.
Cope's entrance again was one of those things that I've watched a couple of times and genuinely fills my soul. My black hollow soul fills it with a little bit of joy, a little bit of milk of human kindness in there.
I had a feeling it was going to happen because I completely forgot it wasn't live. So that kind of ruined couldn't go on socials because I've got to go all day here. But I had seen something about Edge's entrance, and having been at Clash at the Castle and knowing what we've done the same thing, I was like, bet they've done that.
But it's like
Wonderful.
he went through all 7 stages of grief, but in reverse. Like it was, it was like joy, and then like acceptance, and then I'm going to kill someone. It was it was just a really
It's
nice thing
right.
to see.
I'm going to kill someone. One of the stages of grief.
No, but you know what I mean. Not that thing, but you know, like the stages of
Stab me.
acceptance.
I've been
let's
doing
say.
it wrong. If that's
Stab him, mate.
Yeah.
Stage 7 is stabbing.
did Harley Cameron write this book that you're going off?
I just read it on a toilet wall, so unlikely. Again, but yeah, I still don't get the Death Riders.
I actually thought this was all right.
It was fun. It was always going to be fun.
I think the Death Riders have been a bit shit in general, but this was a fun match. There was some horrific spots involving tables and I want to say barbed wire was yeah, no,
Kendo
like
sticks. There was
Kendo
tables.
sticks.
There was a stomp from Mox on Jay, which looked a little bit, yeah. And then like. I don't know if you saw the meme or it was when Mox came out and someone held up a sign saying Mox Simpsons.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just full of torn up newspaper. Yeah. I fucking like. I'll always laugh for a good deep cut Simpsons.
that is
reference.
a deep cut as well.
But yeah,
holding up like a biblical verse, like
Oh yeah. It's, again, like
oh,
that
so
and stuff like remaster Legacy of Kane and things like that. I'm always
MJF
but yeah,
Hello Kitty Dreamcast.
yeah. But yeah, Mox wins, and because Cope passed out. So again, I don't think this is done. I think Cope's stepping up as the leader of the opposition.
Jay White has to betray him at some point, surely, because it's Jay White.
Jay White always has to betray you. Yeah.
He might believe entirely in what you're doing, but it's just a reflex he has. You go near him, he's gonna Blade Runner you.
But he's never managed to Blade Runner Mox apparently. So
Oh.
when that hits, The Continental Championship, Okada against Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews looks fucking tremendous.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to say like it was Malachi Black holding him back or anything, or because he obviously isn't. But just given that chance to shine on his own.
Yeah, I don't think he's holding him back.
No,
just,
I don't mean it like.
No, I know you. I know you don't. I just mean like it's giving him more opportunities as a singles wrestler. He kicked out the Rainmaker. That is
It's not often done.
That's not often done.
Ellis's shruggy face there, yeah. Ellis.
What do you mean, Ellis?
Ellis hates the Rainmaker because he has no joy in his soul.
Every time I see it, someone's kicking out of it.
What are you talking about? You keep saying that, yet you can provide no examples.
Yeah, I want 7
in the Wrestle Kingdom. I forgot what it was now. The Wrestle Kingdom match when I saw it.
The Wrestle Kingdom match, right? Good.
That's that cleared up.
That's that cleared up.
So Omega's done it in AEW. I might be wrong on that.
Omega hasn't wrestled him in AEW.
No.
He was sick.
I think people have kicked out of it in AEW, but I can't.
But it's not one that's it's not
as protected. No, but I mean, let's
not
get
Crossroads.
Let's not get. Yeah, you have to. It was 17 Rainmakers. But yeah, I can't hit him with a low blow as well. So like, he didn't win clean, and so again, run this back because Buddy. Again, it was a tremendous match.
Twisted his ankle at that as well.
Yeah.
Like,
again, different breed of people.
He also blamed the ring for that, which made me laugh.
And then was walking around with a crutch the day after, just to really rub it into people that you don't know shit, mate.
He's on honeymoon now. Him and Rhea.
Good. Are they? Oh, good.
Yeah, she tweeted up Instagram saying the crutch is gone. It's not stopping our honeymoon. And pictures of them having a blast.
A couple that work out and kill people together stay together. Women's Championship match, Mariah May against Toni Storm.
Main event.
As it should have been. This is tremendous work. Like if Toni Storm doesn't win everything at the awards this year, then there's no justice in the world. It's just a great match. And I really like the fact that it annoyed everyone that she won with a roll up.
Oh, people upset about that.
Of course they were. They're always going to be upset about it. But I'm like, is that not her going, that's the move I used as rookie Toni Storm to win, and I've just done that to you. I don't even have to try.
I saw a video someone put together where they showed all the exact same moves she'd done throughout her career.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much part of her arsenal. Why are we pretend? I don't understand.
Because they wanted something big and explosive. Because you want a big finisher to a big, but it's not the end of this. This has got years in it. This is a forever war.
This is never going to end.
No,
they're going to be like
it's like Iraq. Yeah,
still coming out and kicking the shit out of each other.
But no, it was just
I just said it's just like Iraq. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Took my brain a second to catch up there.
Fuck you, Bush. That's a lot of peep show references for one day. And just like Mariah May is also tremendous. Like, it's not to take anything away from Toni Storm, but like Mariah May plays her part in this terrifically as well. And if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's brilliant. Even Olivia texted me and said, I watched 2 women's matches and enjoyed them. And I was like, fucking hell, they must be good. So I didn't see it. I didn't see it at the time because I was in York, so I had to watch it a couple of days later. But yeah, it's just a really good show. The crowd were into it. Again, it's that thing of you go somewhere where they don't get that very often. They're going to go feral.
Yep.
Even if it is Brisbane, I'm not getting into that whole viper's nest of
we don't know anything about Australia
nonsense. But yes,
don't know is that the Australia discussion continued for a while after we stopped recording, which was
until I just stopped the call.
Yeah, because I realised I was talking about the wrong city.
Yeah, that was true. Ellis. Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, do go and watch it because it's a tremendous not pay-per-view but pay-per-view show that AEW do when they do those special weekly shows like Winter is Coming and all those shows. Not Battle of the Belts because they're invariably dog shit. But
yeah, they are.
This is what Battle of the Belts should be.
Yes. A belt should change hands at Battle of the Belts. Just one. That's all I ask. Is it too much? It's called Battle of the Belts.
I think
it's not
one
called
has.
Retain Belt Time.
Literally one.
Yeah, one. We always make the point. One has changed hands.
Yeah.
But how many Battle of the Belts has there been? Double figures now out.
Yeah, the ratio's not good.
No. It's same as DNA you shouldn't share with your partner, according to Only Connect. Less than 6.2% is acceptable, apparently. Shared DNA.
Because it suggests you're related somewhere. Is that what we're saying? Right. Okay. Yeah.
Dogs under 10%.
Because that'll make you. I'm not doing the maths.
It's not like genetic. This is not important.
Wait, I'm a geneticist.
No,
Why are you bringing this up to me?
it's only on certain markers in the DNA. Yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause you share a lot of the same DNA. Like
I share a lot of
You do.
DNA with a koala bear, apparently, or a pineapple or something. Yeah. So just me.
yeah. We're actually doing a research project into Joe's DNA. just like what the fuck
it's
is this?
Bisto and Nuki Brown in it, really. Yeah.
It's weird because Bisto shouldn't be a component of DNA, but with you it is.
No, but instead of it being A, D, G and thingy, mine's just BISTO. Not to be confused with Ottawa's hit DISCO. Jesus. Alex, get on about WWE. Come on.
Elimination Chamber is set now for both men's and women's.
John Corpsing.
On SmackDown, Naomi qualified to beat Chelsea Green. They had a really good match. Good to see Chelsea having proper long matches, back and forth and all that stuff. They've got a really good chemistry. Naomi just about came on top at the end. So Naomi's gone through. And then the final person was on Raw, where Roxanne Perez getting rewarded for being the longest ever survivor, whatever, in the Royal Rumble. She's got the record now for the longest.
Oh yeah, okay.
Iron person, yeah. So yeah, she got a match against Raquel Rodriguez, which she won. So Roxanne Perez is in the Elimination Chamber.
Okay,
good. I'm thinking like last year, Tiffany Stratton was in it, and that was kind of a big star-making moment for her. Like Roxanne's ready. She's so ready to be up on the main roster.
Yeah. But, where's Cora Jade in all this?
She was in the main event on Vengeance Day, so the main event was a fatal four-way.
Right, okay, no, I knew they used to be friends, but can they get along? And it appears that one of them
Cora turned the back on her.
The other,
Cora's, beat her up because in the lead up to that match, Roxanne Perez was like, maybe when I leave, Cora might be able to win a title.
Wow.
So, Roxanne's in it, so it's Naomi, Bianca, so you've got that dynamic with them as tag champs, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bailey.
Okay.
So, but no, it's
should be 6 total, isn't there?
Yeah.
Unless they're adding a roof pod. That'd be fun.
It just opens.
It just opens and you just tumble onto them underneath it. Mate, make it happen. Just bang the luchador in there, like, no one cares.
They're not even part of the match. It's like, summon the luchador.
They have a series of pods across the top, and it's like you've got to avoid the falling luchadors while the match is happening.
I love it. If you're in the way, they just DDT you on the way down. It's like
that's it. Yeah.
If
WWE don't do it, Mystery Wrestling will. It's fucking great idea. Write that down.
Trademark it.
Trademark. 25 quid.
Go to the Jericho store.
It's gonna be a load of luchadors going, what? No.
It'll be great. You guys can fly.
And how high up? Oh, the full height of the Elimination Chamber. We'll know what order it's going in. Nah.
There'll be no warning. You just get dropped.
We're going to give someone at ringside just a big, like, battleship-style grid that they randomly stab at every... Yeah. Anyway, sorry, this is,
gold.
This is...
golden.
I need some money to start my own wrestling. We do one show, kill 17 luchadors, and are never invited back.
Contact with Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah. I'm not, but
he's got money.
We've got mutual friends.
He wants to start wrestling
somewhere down the line, I'm assuming. Yeah,
I swear one of the first news sections I ever did back in the day was like.
Yeah, no, I think he's still working on it.
He is still working on it. It comes up every now and then.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the wrestling.
What are we talking
about?
The
proper actual wrestling, not the made-up luchador death.
Made-up better
drops.
Elimination Chamber set for women. It's next week. It's a week on Saturday. Elimination Chamber.
We're doing predictions again.
We've got a go-home show next week. We're all the wrinkle in it is that Nick Aldis called Bianca and Naomi and said Jade got injured, didn't she, a while ago? And and it's gone kind of quiet for a while. And Nick said we've got some footage, like camera footage. It's not conclusive, but it shows that all happening. Then when it pans away, it shows Raquel and Liv walking away. So Naomi and Bianca jumped on that. It's them two, so they've gone to Raw. That's how Roxanne's ended up winning, because Roxanne's having to deal with Liv and Raquel at the same time. She's doing really well.
Oh, okay, but then that makes sense.
Bianca comes down and Liv just shits herself, trying to run away. Naomi corners her. Then Roxanne hits her pop rocks to win. But yeah, it feels like a mystery act. It's one of Bianca and Naomi.
It's totally Bianca.
Yes, Bianca and Jade at Mania. I was like, yeah, get that.
Yep, give me that.
The men's has also been finalised. So on SmackDown, there was a meaty man triple threat, basically. Damian Priest, Braun Strowman, and Jacob Fatu.
Ooh la la.
When they went through. Obviously, you've got the Jacob and Braun stuff from when he tried to kill Braun Strowman.
Understandable.
Cody and Fatu had a bit of a confrontation at the start of the night, and Solo had appeared. On the I Love You Solo, stuff like that. That's gone. Jacob was not happy with Solo for abandoning them. Cody went to to get to the backstage area to find him, and Jacob just put his hand out and stopped him. He's like, I need to talk to him first. And he confronted him. And at the end, it was Solo saying to him, I love you, Jacob. I ran away. I needed to get my head together. Like, you kept shit together, basically. And I've got you. But he was there ringside, and Cody came out, and kind of why Fatu didn't win. Damien Priest ended up winning. So I don't know if we're building to Jacob and Solo, because they then had a bit of a...
The way I see it is that, like, Solo's going to try and worm his way back in, and then he's going to try and turn on him, and Jacob's just going to fucking kill him.
Yeah, Jacob is super over.
Just absolutely murder him. Like, yeah.
As he should. But he's been allowed to cut promos and do live mic work now, so he's obviously wrestling more. So yeah, they've let him simmer, but they are pushing him now. And then on Raw, the final entrant was Seth and Finn, who were in the main event. I don't need to tell you how good a match that was.
Mm-hmm.
They've got great chemistry. There was a spot when I think Finn forgot to kick out of the pedigree. It looked like a 3 to me, or it was literally 2.99. Either way, that's what people talk about. Well, either way, the match started with Finn hitting a pedigree on Seth. It literally made me stop. Like, what the fuck? That's not a Finn move. Obviously, he knows Seth well. That was the start of the match. He jumped Seth. Seth turned around, pedigree, kick out. I was like, okay, got my attention. Got the normal start to a match. The stomp to win it was superb, because they were kind of doing some mat wrestling, and Seth managed to roll his way out of a crossface submission pin, and then rolling out, he hit stomping doing so, which was a really inventive way of getting it. So the men's is set now. So you've got Damian Priest, Drew, Cena, Punk, Seth. I feel like I'm missing one there as well. But yeah, it's going to be don't know who's going to win. Like, Cena seems a favourite, but Cena's just been announced for a bunch of Raws leading up to Mania. Like, on the European tour, he's going to be
okay.
But if he's on Raw, Cody's on SmackDown.
Not saying they can't go either way, but yeah, seems a weird one.
Yeah, makes me wonder if Punk's going to win. Someone, Paul thinks that Roman's going to come and cost Seth, because Roman's been written off because of that whole Raw Rumble stomping his head and literally murdering him on the ground.
Yeah,
he's been written off. And then my mate James had said he reckons that Punk's favour is going to be that if he gets to the final two of the Elimination Chamber, that Roman comes out and helps him. Roman would hate that. I like the idea, because Roman would do it for Heyman, but he would hate every fibre of his being.
Big sulky face on while he's doing it.
But he'd also take some pleasure of doing it to Seth. So you'd be able to set up Roman and Seth, while also down the line adding further stuff for Punk.
Oh yeah. It's a shout. I'm not sure.
It's a shout.
Yeah.
That's why I forgot who the other one is. The one's Logan Paul. So.
I hope.
That's why I forgot who it was.
I hope they push him through the chain link fence, like in fucking Resident Evil, the film, and then laser beams got that guy into cubes.
Didn't Drew McIntyre post a picture, and it was like a bunch of soldiers lining up to a thing and one clown in there? It was something like that.
Yeah,
Why do they keep like? Surely his star's on the way. Like I
don't think it is. Not
in terms of
among
wrestling.
the children.
Not
it doesn't matter though, does it?
Fuck's sake!
In fairness, he never wins.
I don't want him being there. That could go to someone worthwhile.
He beat Rey Mysterio.
Did he take his eye out?
Oh,
it's not a proper fucking match, is it? Sure.
One loss. I suppose they were the main things. Obviously, the Elimination Chamber's up. Tiffany Stratton. That's two big things, actually. Tiffany Stratton defended against Nia Jax. That was a very good match. I was not really ready for it. I didn't think. Obviously, I know they can both go, but I didn't know how they'd mesh. But yeah, you had Tiffany Stratton reversing things in spinebusters. Now you're doing a pop-up Samoan drops. There was all sorts of stuff going on. Tiffany looking strong as hell, kicking out of Nia's, not the one when she jumps and sits on them, whatever it's called, but kicking out over like other finishes that she does. And I was just kind of annoyed, because at the end of the match, Tiffany's about to win because she's reversed something into a hurricanrana off the top rope, and Candice hit her. Now it's set up a match at Elimination Chamber because it's in Toronto. Trish Stratus was in the front row at SmackDown.
Right.
Okay.
So when they started jumping in on Tiffany, Trish has got in to help her. So that's the tag match. She then went and asked Tiffany, like, would you want to team with me? And Tiffany's like, I think legit fangirling out. She's like,
yeah, you would do.
Like, Trishy time.
So, oh my God, that's the t-shirt. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the tag match there. But I would have liked the clean win because the match, they could have done the beatdown angle after it. The match was really, really good. They got nearly 20 minutes as well. The beatdown thing, though, was important because then Charlotte Flair, who had been watching, said last week, she's going to watch this with interest. She came out and basically just sat on the chair while Tiffany laid out on the floor and gone, it's me and you. So she's made her choice. Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania.
Relatable babyface, Charlotte Flair, back in full effect.
She's not playing the babyface, so...
No, that's the joke, yeah.
That's the joke.
No, we had all those high hopes of they're coming back and, giving us something interesting to do, and they've gone, let's do Charlotte Flair stuff, mate.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair things.
And then the other Rumble winner has also chosen, so... was that last week? No, it was last week, wasn't it? Yeah, he chose Gunther. So, Gunther mocked him this week. He did the Jey Uso entrance. He was in the concourse area, and he was up there, like, going, I'm going to see what it's like to walk out like Jey. He's like, hit my music. He's walking out, going, Jey, he's like, what's just mocking Jey? He's like, I don't know how you do this. These people stink. And he's like, I don't know why I want to. He did his Zack Sabre Jr. line, which was a nice nod to Zack Sabre Jr. He's like, I don't even know. He was talking about explaining wrestling to the crowd. It's like reading Shakespeare to a dog.
Oh, yeah. If you do a technical match in America, it's like reading Shakespeare to a dog, yeah.
Yes.
So he walked with the concourse to Gunther's music?
No music came on. He was just mocking Jey.
Oh, right. Because I was like, it's not really a song you can walk, like, groove to. It's more of a marching sort of song.
Yeah. No, he was just walking out, pushing kids out of his way.
With you.
Right. He did a mock yeet. He then started on Cole and Pat McAfee. Because he was like, do you think Jey's got a chance to win? And he like literally throws a microphone at Pat, who starts to say yes, and then Gunther goes to murder him.
I'm liking unhinged Gunther. It's good.
Jey comes out and they brawl. So yeah, that story's going to be good there. Unhinged Gunther's the best version of Gunther.
Yeah.
There. And yeah, there was the other match has been set up. What's got an unsanctioned match? KO and Sami. So this is the last thing. So KO and Sami both had at-home promos, like filmed on a phone on SmackDown, where Sami was like, we fought for 20 odd years. He said, this is different. He said, you didn't attack me to advance your career or to stop me being able to win something. He's like, did you attack me to end my career? Like doing that move on me. He said he's got damaged nerve endings, but he's not fit to wrestle yet. But he wants Kevin. He said, we need to end this once for all. KO then does his car promo, and he was like, you were hurt. He said, talking about you being hurt, but you've hurt me. And yes, I was trying to end your career. He said, so let's go back to where it started. Toronto, where we first met, where we first wrestled together. Elimination Chamber. I'll see you there if you're like man enough to face me. So on Raw, Sami started it basically saying, well, yeah, I'm not cleared to wrestle, but let's go. And then Adam Pearce comes out. He's like, no. He said, I've told you, Sami, you can't have the match. Nick Aldis has told you can't have the match. You're not cleared. And then Sami's like screaming at him. He's like, you've known us from the indies. You've known us from the past. You know what this means. And Adam Pearce just ends up going, oh, we're not sanctioning it because Kevin's going to package power drive you again. He's going to wrap a chair around your neck and try and break your neck.
Okay.
And we won't be able to stop it. And Sami's like, what? Because he was at the Titantron. Sami marched down there. And he went, and you won't be able to stop me when I power drive him. You won't be able to stop me when I wrap a chair around his neck to make the match and make it happen. So it's official, unsanctioned. KO and Sami war.
Someone's going to die.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
Yeah. If any two can pull off an unsanctioned match in what we would want.
Oh, there's going to be awful things.
Think what KO and Cody did in the Rumble and that ladder match. Like,
yeah, I know, but
this will be
KO and Sami, or Sami's trainer El Generico. Yeah, they let them have ladders. That's it. It's game over.
Yeah, yeah. Power driver on that.
Someone's dying. Yeah.
And then in the background, you've got Cross because he's been pulling the strings on Sami and basically giving him motives. He's doing his social media stuff much better than what he does on the show. He did a social media post where he's dressed as Sami Zayn, like in a really outlandish ginger wig and beard.
That's
tending to be all upset about what Kevin's done to him. And he's like, Sami, and then he pulls it all off and he's carrying Cross. He's like, you walk around and like you're fighting for everyone and that you're there for everyone. He said, where were you when all the contract releases happened? Where was your support then? Where were you in 2021 when I got kicked out of this company? You were fucking nowhere. Selfish prick. And Kevin Owens is going to murder you. I was like,
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, carrying doing some low-key good stuff. So yeah, there's 4 matches so far. Don't know if they'll add another one because the Elimination Chamber
Takes up a lot of time,
a
doesn't
longer
it?
match, don't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Especially with the new add-ons we've added.
yes,
Yes.
yes, all in
Well,
Luchadores.
We need to round up 30 luchadors. 60 in case some of them die in the tubes.
Prepare the luchador cannon.
Yes. And periodically, one side of the cage opens and we just fire some in from like a troika. Yeah.
If you've not seen it, AJ Styles wrestled a match, but Braun Breaker came out and threw a shirt at him. AJ Styles, his cap is smooth as hell.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people are posting it. If you type in AJ Styles shirt, you'll see this proper smooth catch. But yeah, he was back on Raw.
Oh, be careful when you type in AJ Styles shirt. We've all seen the Jizz shirt. Yes.
He did a pop-up
Don't Google it, John.
Styles clash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mysterio ran it. He popped him up, and as he came down, he flipped him over and right round.
Oh, okay, because it's one of those ones that has a lot of setup. Yeah.
Yeah, really good. That was it. So yeah.
Sweet. Right. Bye then. I'm off. I need to get on the blower.
I'm not going through Vengeance again. I was like, I'll watch Vengeance. That was a really good show. The women main evented on that. I mean, that women's division is unbelievable. Like, it ended with new champ Stephanie Vicure is the North American champ now.
Yep, I believe so.
Julia is the women's champ, and then Jordan Grace came out, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I watched NXT this week, and I was like, it's just so many women's matches and quality and natural stories, and it makes sense that there's a secondary title because there's stories outside of that. It's not hard.
That is a smooth as hell shirt catch.
Yeah. It really is. So yeah, thank you everyone for listening. And we'll see you next week.
Yes. Alright, I'm on the phone to Mexico. How many
metal
luchadors?
workers.
All the luchadors. Unless they get too close, then I start twatting them with my wand. Yeah.